Hello everyone. So a few days ago I make a video about chicken feeders. I was not having any unmount example on hand. However, I have one that I am repairing right now. So let me show you. So yeah, it's like this. So the problem with this one is, I don't know if you can see, there's like a let me see. There's actually, this thing here behind well, in front of my finger, it's kind of a stopper. You should have another one there, but it's actually got inside, and if you look at the washer, it got bent. So I'm going to remove everything and I'm going to replace it parts by parts. So parts by parts, we're looking, that's part one, that's part two, that will go right here, and that's the setup that will permit the adjustment. So one spring, 1, 2, 3, 4 washer, a lock washer, a tightener here, and another tightener. That one will go underneath, this one will go on the top. So it will be adjustable with the spring, and this is to it's a holder, it's a support to this part. It goes behind over here. Okay, so your first step will be to, on the bottom part of this piece, you'll slide a washer that will go this way in. So what's happening is you got now your stopper over your washer. So when you tie it underneath, and I'll show you, it can't go in, right? That's how the bottom looks like when it's mounted. So you've got the support ring, the lock washer underneath, and the lock tightener. So you screw that right tight there. On the top here, you see where the rod blocker is. So I just put a washer underneath, so it's kind of squeezing both sides using the tightener, so it's right tight there. This part should never move. This part should never move actually. This is how it's look when it's almost finished. So you got here, because I'm using a spring, so there's quite a bit of pressure. I've put 2 washers together over the blocker, the rod blocker there, the spring, a washer, and then I will put this part on. So it's on now. If I leave it this way, if you look, the space in the bottom, it will work nothing. Even if it's worked by gravity, it's actually have a too high debit, and the chickens will still pull out the grain out of it. So it's have something to do with this, and also the height you will put it from the ground. So if you look here, there's a washer underneath, followed by the lock hook, a tightener, and this is where actually you will by turning the top tightener, reduce your debit over here. So I'll fix it. You basically want to keep just enough space. You see, if I turn it this way, you can see that it's much lower than the border. You want to keep just enough space for the grain to go out, and I'll pour the grain now in it, so you'll see what I mean. So if you look here, you see it's not even getting upper than that. just enough for them to get what they need. They can't pull off anything. Now it will also depend how height from the floor, according to the back hens, you will fix your feeders. So let's see this. So if you look over here, it's over their back. So except it for the rooster, you're about 6 inches over their backs. So they can reach the grain with their heads. That's prevent any pulling off grains or things like that. It make you save the grains, but also they are able to get whatever they need. So it's just avoiding too much sorting, right? So see how it's going well? Everybody's having food. So on the other side you can see it's much higher because it's standard giant hens, so they need to have it much higher. So what's fun with that type of feeders is you still can feed regular grains to them, which is much more interesting for them, because the chicken always eat by first they're choosing the grain by the size, and second they will choose the grain for their colors. When you're feeding the crumbs or those mash grain, it's all the same color. There's no attraction, there's no motivation for their for during the day, and when they are stick to get food from the feeder, it's important to motivate them, because in the winter they're more abilitate, you know, going outside and things like that to get whatever they want, enjoy themselves. But in the winter it's quite limited. So I would suggest regular grain, not just as per me, but as per my feed representative too. So if you have any question, don't hesitate, and I'll be pleased to help you. Have a good day.